This week's Torah portion of Yitro emphasizes what I would call our senses of awareness. The Torah begins with the words, Vayishma Yitro. Yitro hears. And obviously, when we speak about Yitro hearing, we're not talking about just the physical sense of his ability to hear, but we are rather referring to ha'azana. Ha'azana means to listen, to be awakened, to experience an awakening. As a result of what I am listening to, of what I am attuned to, I experience an awakening and realize and recognize a mission in my life. That is the shmiyah, the hearing that the Torah attests to with regards to Yitro. And we see this accentuation of our senses as well after the Torah is given. We know that the crescendo of this week's parsha Torah portion is Har Sinai. The Jewish people stand at the foot and threshold of Mount Sinai and accept the Torah. But immediately afterwards, the Torah tells us, V'chol ha'am ro'im et hakolot. All of the nations see, all of our nation, the Jewish nation, sees the voices that emanated from Mount Sinai. And obviously we all know that it's impossible to see voices. The answer is the Torah is coming to emphasize that a person who is truly attuned to what's going on around them, a person who understands and appreciates all of the signals that might be sent his way, will realize and recognize that they can see the voices, just like Yitro was attuned and heard and listened and responded as a result to go to Moshe, to advise Moshe that he needs other advisors around him in order for his leadership to ultimately be most effective. He concentrated and recognized that mission. So too, after the Torah is given, the Torah tells us, V'chol ha'am ro'im et hakolot. The Torah beseeches, invites, and begs us not only to hear passively the voices of the Torah, but ro'im et hakolot, to see, experience, inculcate, understand the voices of what emanated from Mount Sinai. The Torah wants us to appreciate that there are times in life that signals, things are sent our way, and that we shouldn't ignore them. We should understand and answer and heed our calling. We should embrace our mission. Today is my birthday. I won't tell you how old I am. We'll keep that between us, but I don't have a problem with that. But one of the things, I started to get messages from people wishing me happy birthday. And of course, it also invites pain. And the pain is that how I would long to receive a message from dear Gila, happy birthday, Abba. I love you and I'm thinking of you. But I know that she is. And one of the amazing things that I often discuss with my wife is it seems that after Gila died, we had this awakening in the world towards mental health. And I think one of the things that gives me comfort, if you may, is that I'm able to be involved in this mission, to be able to try and help others who are experiencing difficulties and hardships, to be able to heed that call. Lirot et hakolot, to see and experience the voices so that it brings us to an awareness, a beckoning to be able to help others as well. And I think this is the message that certainly transpires in this week's parsha. All of us need to be aware of the various voices that go on around us. Heed our calling, seize the day, and seize and grab that mission. And hopefully as a result of our listening to what's going on around us and our seeing the voices that are circulating in our atmosphere, we will be able to also embrace our mission and make this world a better place. That is the Torah way, the Jewish way, and that is ultimately the Gila way. Shabbat Shalom. Thank you once again for joining us. Please remember to consider subscribing to the page below and send me your comments. I will get back to you. Have a great day.